Welcome to IT Pro TV. In this series, we're going to be looking at CompTIA's Net Plus exam. We'll be looking at, well, what is Network Plus? Who is this course for? What will be covered? And what are some of the exam details should you decide to sit for your certification exam? So let's go ahead and let's dive right in and talk about, well, what is CompTIA's Net Plus? Well, it's actually a benchmark for entry-level network technicians. It's also accredited as a 17024 certification by your organization, International Organization of Standardization. It's also FISMA compliant as well, and it is a worldwide accreditation, meaning that it doesn't matter if you're here where we are at IT Pro TV in the United States. If you get certified here, your certification is recognized, well, let's say in Barcelona, Spain. Or if you're maybe in the UK and you get certified there, well, guess what? If you move or travel over here to the States, your certification will be valid there. So it's worldwide recognition, if you will. Worldwide recognized. Now, the next part is, well, who is this course for? All right, well, candidates that require certification. We're going to go heavy into the exam objectives, and following by those exam objectives, we will be covering those topics. Right? Candidates that need to understand the basic concepts of setting up and maintaining network communications. Or candidates that are going to take the exam that is based on CompTIA's Net Plus N10007 exam objectives. All right, so what will be covered here? Like we said, the objectives for specifically exam code N10007. We'll be looking at things like the fundamental networking concepts, right? The knowledge that you need to establish, maintain, and to troubleshoot your network connections. We'll also be looking at establishing a basic understanding of enterprise-level technologies, and that can include anything from small networks, large networks, to cloud and virtualization technologies likewise. We'll also be looking at the basis for network security and access control. Likewise, you're going to learn an understanding of the common communication protocols and the network connection models and standardization and specifications that we need when setting up and understanding networks. All right, so what are some of the exam details? Well, when you do decide to sit the CompTIA Net Plus N10007 exam, you're going to have 90 questions and right around 90 minutes. This is going to be a multiple choice or performance-based questions. We say multiple choice, that means you can choose one of the answers. It'll also have multiple answer questions. In the performance-based questions, you might see where it says choose two. Each of these two questions represents, or each of these two answers represents a complete solution. Performance-based questions can also be things like simulations, where they ask you to perform some kind of functionality in order to get the answer right. It could be things like drag and drops, where they give you a list of items that you can drag from one column and put them in the right order in another column. You could see things like even diagrams that ask you to solve a networking question. So keep that in mind, that it is not just going to be multiple choice. When you sit this exam, the exams that CompTIA offers have a scoring range of 100 to 900, and for the Net Plus exam or Network Plus exam, you're going to have to achieve a 720 or higher in order to pass this exam. At the time of this recording, the exam price was $294. Always keep in mind, check out CompTIA's website to ensure that you have the latest updated pricing information. Now, it is recommended, but not required, that you have A+ certification and somewhere between 9 to 12 months of IT networking experience. Let's go ahead and take this a little farther and look at how the domains break up for our Net Plus exam. And here are our domains. As you can see, we have 5 domains total. You can see that we have networking concepts comprised 23% of the overall exam. We will be looking at things like infrastructure as well at 18% of the exam. Likewise, you'll see that there are network operations, domain 3.0 comprised of 17% of your overall exam. We also have network security. It's going to be important to keep those networks secure. That comprises 20% of your overall exam. And then last but certainly not least, what's always on everybody's mind when the network fails is the network troubleshooting and the tools that help assist troubleshooting. And that is going to be 22% of your overall exam for a total of 100%. So these are some of the domains that you could see on your exam. If this interests you and you are looking to sit, pass and take that Network Plus N10007 exam, then stay tuned because we got a lot more CompTIA Network Plus coming up.